Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for your continued support of the channel. I really do appreciate it. And just a quick reminder that if you are interested in subscribing to the channel and you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you'll always be notified when I upload a new reading. So in today's book of card reading, we're going to be getting the channeled message of the day from Spirit. And to do this reading, I've laid out 3 piles of cards. Pile number 1, you're going to be this pale purple crystal here. Pile 2, you're going to be this reddish brown crystal here. And pile 3, you're going to be this cream and brown crystal here. So take a minute and focus on the piles, decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into this reading. I found ones you guys chose the pale purple crystal here. And let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have love yourself first, and it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. You have purity with the Antarctic pearlwort. You have yin. You have commitment. You also have self-love, and it says, I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Beautiful. And finally, you have stripping illusions. So I love this energy. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile 1, that they really want you to spend some time on self-love right now. Loving yourself, putting yourself first before anything else, before anyone else, and really taking that time to attend to your needs and to listen to your heart. Because we do have a lot of self-love energy here. We have the self-love card here. We have love yourself first here. Because I do feel like you are this beautiful person, pile 1. You have a purity about you. You may be very honest, very truthful, very high vibe in your energy, just a good person. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to appreciate that and to really just honor yourself right now. Honor yourself by loving yourself first and putting yourself first. And being in this yin energy, which is that soft feminine energy of loving and nurturing yourself and, spending time maybe pampering yourself, taking hot baths or getting exercise or making yourself a nice meal, however it resonates here, but just really spending time with yourself. And I also get with this energy here, some of you may be in this commitment here with another person. Maybe you're married or you're in a long-term relationship, but there is an energy of commitment here. And, this could resonate two ways, I feel. This could be committing to yourself in terms of the self-love, really making the pact with yourself that you are going to love yourself and you are going to put yourself first. And this can also resonate as, a connection with another person. So a spouse, a lover, a friend, a partner, it can also resonate that way. But I do feel like there is a need to sort of get down to the bare roots of things here, strip the illusions, and just love yourself, pile one. And don't worry about the rest of the world and, what's happening around you, but worry about you, respect your limits, answer your needs, and love yourself. That's really the energy that I get here. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this. So you have the Ace of Pentacles here. And I feel like that's talking about this opportunity that you have to love yourself right now. And I feel like this pentacle here is you giving yourself this gift of loving yourself. And it's a huge gift, pile one. It's very powerful and very precious. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to give yourself this gift today. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it next week. Do it today, pile one. And really, honor that light within you. Honor that beauty. You also have the Nine of Swords here. And that can be when we're feeling anxious or worried, or, we're thinking too much. We're too much in our heads. And we have this pad here, and there's sort of all of these scribblings and notes, and it looks like crazy writing all over it. So I feel like for some of you, you may have been in this place of worry here, or you haven't been able to relax or really, take this time for yourself. And I feel like it's so important for you right now to just take your mind off the rest of the world and focus on you right now, pile one. Focus on loving yourself. And I feel like that will help heal this worry or anxiety that you may be having. You also have the Empress energy here, which is a beautiful energy because the Empress energy talks about love, loving ourselves. It talks about nurturing ourselves. It talks about creating the life we want to live, being in that creative manifestation energy. And, she's very loving with not only others, but with herself. And so I do feel like this is the energy that Spirit wants you to step into, this energy of self-love, pile one, and just really nurturing yourself. We even have, this pregnant woman here. So I do feel like, there's an emphasis on, when we're pregnant, we have to spend extra time on our own body, attending to our own needs so that we can nurture, the life within us. So I do feel this sense of like really just focusing on you right now. You also have the Two of Cups in reverse here. And that can be an energy of, when we're kind of blocked from love, we're kind of blocking that heart chakra. And we're not feeling in the flow of love. So I do feel like there's a need here to heal this energy. And I feel like the way to heal that is by committing to yourself here, pile one, committing to loving yourself and taking that time out to really nurture yourself right now. So I love that. So I just want to get one final message here for you guys to wrap up this reading. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile one, please? Final message. Okay, so you have the power of stillness here. And it says, the true power comes from tranquility and trust rather than from noise and control. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is asking you here, pile one, to take some time for stillness. Maybe find a place where you can go within, do some deep thinking, do some deep breathing, and find that peace within you. Get away from the noise, get away from the distractions, and just meditate, really spend time on getting to know yourself and your needs right now. So I love that. So that's all I have for you guys today, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. So you guys chose the brownish red crystal here. And let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have Keeper of the Invisibles. You have Grandmother Moonstone with Cycles of Change. And it says, illuminating boundaries, new beginnings. You have Keep Learning. You have the first chakra with Archangel Michael. You have Pride here. And you have Mother, Wife, Sister, Daughter with Lady Nada. Interesting energy here. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, Pile 2, that there may be a new beginning here that is sort of hidden or you're not aware of. And I feel like it's a beginning that involves a lot of growth and a lot of learning for you. We do have, the Keeper of the Invisibles here, which reminds me of something being invisible to you, something that maybe you're not seeing. And we also have the cycles of change here. So I do feel like this new beginning is upon you here. And I feel like Spirit wants you to keep learning here. Maybe, it's a time of reading some books to gain knowledge. Maybe it's a time of going back to school or taking a class to really expand your knowledge and to grow and to learn. It can also be a time of, I feel like, setting boundaries, maybe with others within your life or maybe within yourself. Because I do get the energy here with Lady Nada that a lot of you in this pile do play a lot of different roles. You may be all of these things, a mother, a wife, a sister, a daughter, and there's, a need to set boundaries so that you can fulfill all of these roles without, being overwhelmed, without, feeling burdened. So there may be a need to set boundaries with others here. And that could be this change that's needed. But I do get the sense here, with Archangel Michael here, that you are very protected. And I feel like Spirit is, and especially, the angels, I feel there's a strong connection I feel like you guys have with the angels, and specifically with Archangel Michael. And I feel like he's watching over you in this process of change. And he may even be protecting you from things that are hidden from you, things that are invisible to you. I get that message for some of you as well. But there's also a message here about, pride, not letting pride get in the way of this new beginning, and not letting pride get in the way of this growth. Sometimes we feel like, oh, I don't need to go back to school. I know everything, I can do this. I don't need any more, education or knowledge about it. And Spirit just wants you to be wary of that. Don't let your pride get in the way of this learning here. Keep learning, Pile 2. Keep growing. And be open to being in that novice energy again, being in that student energy where everything is new and, your mind is fresh. They really want you to just keep learning here and keep growing. And I do feel like this new beginning is upon you here. So I love that. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the Ten of Swords in reverse here. And that's actually a good position for this card because it talks about getting out of something difficult. So I do feel like for some of you, there is this new beginning here. And for some of you, it's a very welcome new beginning, because you may have been through difficult times. Because the Ten of Swords can talk about heartbreak. It can talk about hurt. It can talk about pain. It can talk about anguish, and just being in a very difficult stage of our lives. And so I do feel like there is this fresh new energy here with this pile, this new beginning that's possible. And, you are very protected by the angels. And, so they just want you to know that you're coming out of this difficult time here, pile 2. You also have the Six of Wands, which is beautiful because that talks about victory and success and, achieving our goals and dreams. So there may be something here that you achieve in the near future. We do have this handshake here, and it looks like a award. So some of you may receive like an award for something you've done, or a promotion, or a new job. This can be a lot of different things here. But I do see this sense of victory here and accomplishment. So love that. You also have the Eight of Cups here. And that can be when we're feeling disappointed in something and we need to walk away, or we feel like walking away. And, I feel like this is you walking away from that difficult time here, you moving on from that, you growing from that, you being in this energy of this new beginning, this cycle of change here. So love that. Finally, you have the Seven of Cups. And that talks about our dreams and our wishes, So I feel like Spirit really wants you to look at what you want to achieve, what you want your life to look like, pile 2. What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your wishes? They really want you to focus on that right now. And like I said, keep learning, keep growing, and keep going after what you want here. We have all these different images on this card. We have a castle in this cup, a diamond ring, a sun. So I feel like you have a lot of dreams here, a lot of goals, and you have the tickets right in your hand here to these dreams, to these goals. You have what you need. You have what it takes, pile 2. And Spirit just wants you to use those tickets, and remember to keep growing, keep learning, and remember that you are protected here, pile 2. So I just want to get one last card here for you guys to wrap up this reading. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile 2, please? Final message or guidance, please. Thank you. So you have embraced the unknown here. And it says, the unknown is not a threat, but a gift. Each uncertain turning point holds hidden hope and unexpected beauty waiting for you to discover. Wow, that's amazing, pile 2, because we talked about the unknown here. We talked about the invisible, which is the unknown, what we don't know, what we don't see yet. And this new beginning that maybe you can't see for yourself yet. But Spirit wants you to embrace the unknown here. Embrace that feeling of not knowing, because it is a gift, and it holds hope, and it holds potential, and it holds beauty. So really, don't fear this new beginning, pile 2. Really jump into it and embrace it. So I love that for you guys. So that is all I have for you today, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 3. So you guys chose this cream and brown crystal here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have mirror effect here. You also have gratitude with the pink rose. You have you are unlike anyone else, and it says your contradictions and complexities are interesting. You have the Sea Queen Diamond Light with unify passions. You have Sacred Waters, and it says you are being spiritually protected from that which you cannot see. And finally, you have the bee energy here, and it says, don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. Beautiful energy. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile 3, that it's really important right now to be in this energy of gratitude, be in this energy of appreciating what you have and what you have achieved and what you have done, and being in that energy of really positive thinking, and because I feel like you're in this process of this mirror effect here, where what you give out and what you project is going to be mirrored back to you by the universe. So if you give out positive energy and you practice gratitude and you think in a positive way, that is what you will receive back. You will receive more, you will receive better, and you will be in this beautiful energy of mirroring with the universe here. So I do feel like it's, important for you to realize that you are very unique, pile 3. You are unlike anyone else. And you are a complex person, but that's beautiful, pile 3. There's nothing to be ashamed of about that. That's beautiful. That makes you you. And you also have a lot of passions here, with this Unify Passions card. I feel like you are this diamond in the rough here. You are beautiful and you're complex and you're different. And Spirit just wants you to appreciate that and recognize that, pile 3. And they want you to explore, don't put all of your eggs in one basket, whether that's in love, in your career. Don't put all of your hope or expectations in one person or one job or one hobby. Really explore and be open to new things and new careers and new people. I get that energy here strongly. And also, I feel like, Spirit wants you to know that you are highly protected, with the Sacred Waters card here. You are spiritually protected from that which you cannot see. So, while you're in this process of appreciating yourself and, really being the highest, best version of yourself, pile 3, it's important for you to also remember that you are protected, even from the things you can't see or that you don't know. Spirit is watching over you. They have your back here, and they want you to know that, pile 3. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy here. I'm also noticing we have this pink rose twice here. So pink roses may be significant for some of you here. So you have the Ace of Wands, which talks about, a creative project or opportunity. So for some of you, you may be working on something here, you know, a goal, a wish, a dream. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to explore that and really, you know, if that's your passion, Spirit wants you to do it. Go after it. You know, maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to give a speech. Maybe you want to create a beautiful painting. You know, whatever it is here, go for it. Pick up that paintbrush and paint it, pile 3. Do it. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. And that talks about, you know, following our destiny, you know, doing what we want to do. You know, following our blueprint for what we came here to achieve, you know, our passions, our desires, our wishes, and not letting anything stop you, you know, even if you come to a place where you are being detoured, you know, because we have these detour signs here. Even if you feel like you've gone off the track, or, you know, you're not maybe currently doing what you desire, this is the time to really change that, pile 3, to do the things you want to do, to go after it, and not to let anything stop you here or deter you. You also have the Temperance in reverse. And that can be when things are a little bit off balance, you know. And I feel like that's sort of what Spirit wants you to realize here, is that, you know, they want you to practice gratitude. They want you to be open to exploring, and they want you to, you know, work on, like I said, your mindset here, you know, giving out positive thoughts and, you know, looking at things in a positive light so that you can find this balance here and you can heal things. So I love that. You also have the Page of Cups in reverse. And that can be, excuse me, when we're feeling a little blocked from, I think, our higher self, or we're feeling a little blocked from our passions or our desires, you know. So I do feel like there's a need to really focus on that here, you know, unify your passions, figure out what you want, and, you know, like I said, explore, you know, be open to new things, new people, new experiences, new jobs, maybe, you know, whatever it is here, however it resonates. So very interesting. So I want to get one last message here for you guys. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile 3, please? Okay, so you have growth of the soul here. And it says, true growth is not reaching higher, but returning inward. It's remembering your essence and allowing compassion to guide your every choice. Beautiful. So yeah, I do feel like you are in this process of of soul growth here, pile 3. And, you know, Spirit is reminding you here that growth is not about, you know, necessarily reaching higher or reaching our goals, but it's about going inward, you know, figuring out what your passions are and going after them. And then, you know, and also appreciating that, you know, you are a complex person here. You have many dreams, you have many desires, you have many goals, and that's okay. That's beautiful, you know, but don't forget to return inward. Don't forget to spend that time with yourself, pile 3, to really figure out who you are and how beautiful you are. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.